Bears are intimidating, imposing, majestic animals. They are ferocious, they're protective, and in all instances, larger than life. But only one group of Bears can be larger today as we see a couple of Bears go paw to paw. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Bruins will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Fighting off the defender. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. Handoff to the single back. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Sends it back in motion. The give to the tailback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Touchdown, Baylor! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. He'll start this drive firing. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Yeah, nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it on the right.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The inside handoff. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Red pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. Change now on second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. This time he's got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll take it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
He'll ride his man on the option. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown Bears! If he doesn't get you with his arm, he'll get you with his legs, or he might get you with both of them.
That stinks, man. Having to defend a guy like this that just, you think you're going to get him in the pocket. You got to play the first play where he might be throwing the ball from the pocket, and then he scrambles, and now you're defending the run and the throw down the field. It's just, it's kind of like rush hour back in the day. Which one of y'all kicked me?
And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The play-action fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On target to the left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Wade. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The Bruins come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Direct snap. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not...
There he goes. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to them, let them get outside, let them run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to them and get them on the perimeter.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one. It's caught downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
The Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. BYU is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure the folks around that program feel that way. Something is up there in Provo. They're trailing by 14 to Missouri. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
The give from the gun. Done enough for the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Bruins! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, wide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Steps away. And the defense makes a play, sacking it back at the 10.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive game for my offense.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. He breaks a tackle. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
At the 35, he's loose. Oh, look out on the right. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UCLA.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And after making the extra point, they're down 24-13. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They're going to keep this drive going. You'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Hunt is on its way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. If things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
And the Bruins line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chain. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn.
Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the offense back onto the field. On the move, it's Savage. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Lets it fly. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll try the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. They'll run the option. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. There he goes. Touchdown, Baylor! Excellent pass by the back on the option. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. Turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
The coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Got a little space. Lowers those pads. Touchdown Bears! And the stomping has commenced.
Man, defenses have to play responsibility football, and you can tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Wake Forest. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Looking for room, it's Savage. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Oh, a quarterback sneak on second down. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. They'll leave it with him. Kept it on the ground on third down, picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1.
Well, they come up short. It's now going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this first down.
And so I'm bringing all the big bodies in on the defensive line, and I'm making sure I get a little bit of penetration so I don't get let that big running back get downhill so he can fall forward, so he can get momentum going. Big-time 4th down and short company. And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They go to the ground. Hard running there. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Gets the back moving. Runs through a tackle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Motion from the back. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
And the quarterback takes a knee. And lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback's just going to take a knee.